Okay, so we have to trespass to find Alan Pan.
I will go with you if you want to trespass to find Alan Pan.
I showed up to the open source YouTuber and creator convention with one goal and one goal alone. I would do whatever it took to deliver Alan Pan a bag of hot dogs. Everybody knows that Alan Pan will eat anything.
I mean, he'll eat anything, right?
I heard he ate a chicken nugget after a month of it being in the car.
I thought it was a year.
But what most people don't realize is that this is because of his gargantuan caloric needs in order to continue running his android brain smoothly. Ever since I first met Alan Pan at the private exhibitor party, I knew that when he asked if I had any Joe's Meat Dogs for him to try, that he was in desperate need of fuel, and that he could die at any moment. As soon as I left the exhibitor party that night, we drove to Safeway to acquire some precious meat dogs. They've got to be the cheapest hot dogs we can find. Don't let Alan know that part. Oh God. This is disgusting. I don't know who Frank is. Looks like Joe to me.
If you have your book on, please scan it now. Well, if you...
The next day, armed with the bag of meat dogs, I set out to locate Alan Pan.
Do you have any idea where we can find Alan Pan?
I'm sorry, I do not. He is a very elusive man. He's secretive. He is working for the shadow government. He knows everything.
So do you have any idea where he could be?
No idea where he is.
No
I haven't
clue.
seen him today.
I have no idea where Alan Pan is.
Am I supposed to say something funny?
Hey, real quick, this is Editor Michael here, and the audio cut out for this clip, but not to worry, it's alright. The wizard guy actually sent me some voiceover, so I'm just gonna drop that in here.
I love wieners in my mouth.
This was bad. No one seemed to know where Alan Pan could be. As I was about to lose hope and consider going over my plans again at lunch, I got a lead.
Maybe you could just take one and throw it at him really hard from down here. I'm sure there's a drone somewhere in here.
Yeah, definitely. There's some huge drones. Could we use your drone to deliver Alan Pan's meat dogs?
You're more than welcome to try. It's a little tethered at the moment.
Can you untether it?
No, these are all fake. The max speed is this. Good luck on your quest.
Thank you.
Yeah.
The exhibitors weren't allowed to fly drones in the building, so that option was out. But maybe there was an even better option.
Do you have any idea where we can find him?
Well, I think they all live up in the little bird's nest up there, but I haven't seen him anywhere on the floor recently.
So we have to trespass.
I'm not saying that, but...
Sneaking into the creator lounge upstairs would be risky, but it might just be crazy enough to work. I decided to ask what other people thought before taking the risk.
Should we trespass to find Alan Pan?
Absolutely, absolutely.
We should break the law.
Well,
Yep.
I mean, yeah.
Yes, of course.
Should we trespass to find Alan Pan?
Yeah, anytime.
I wouldn't stop you if you went
You have a
upstairs.
sword on your hip.
What are they gonna do?
The more laws you can break, the better.
Absolutely.
Yes, you should trespass.
Well, they might have guns.
But you're close range. You can
And you're armored up.
Bullet's not getting through this.
Absolutely. Break every single law possibly imaginable.
Sure.
I would.
Yes, I would.
Sounds like rough terrain, boys. I say we go for it.
So I think it's worth a shot. Just walk up, they'll let you through. It's easy as that. Yeah, it's just that simple.
I thought this would end with me going around and getting clips of people telling me not to trespass, but instead, everyone wanted me to do it. I was terrified. But if I was gonna do this, I knew just the man for the job. In the words of the great Admiral David Farragut, damn the torpedoes! Full speed ahead!
Okay, so we have to trespass to find Alan Pan.
I will go with you if you want to trespass to find Alan Pan. I go wherever I want. My favorite quote is, if you don't think about it, it makes sense. You could try and sneak into the area with the all black. I've already snuck back there like 4 times. I watched Alan Pan puke there yesterday.
Oh, shit.
This man had already snuck backstage and watched Alan Pan throw up. If anyone could do this, it was him.
Okay, perfect. Let's trespass to find Alan Pan. Can you lead us there?
Yeah, so you're going to want to go up these creators here. There's totally a guard there, but we can just walk past the guard. You have to make it past them.
So all we have to do is trespass right past them.
Yeah, yeah.
So sorry, not we have to walk officially past them.
Yes.
Could you demonstrate for us? He's demonstrating how we trespass to find Alan Pan.
Yeah, no, it didn't work.
Okay,
Yes,
so we can't trespass to find Alan
No,
Pan.
we cannot trespass.
Please do not trespass. Don't do it. I never intended to trespass. With that option crossed off the list, we'd have to turn to different ideas. But that was when I realized we couldn't just give Alan Pan a bag of raw hot dogs. Sure, he'd eat anything, but Alan Pan deserved better than that. This is the world's first mind-controlled microwave that uses an electrode to turn on the microwave when you focus really hard. The guy at this booth had accidentally set the focus threshold way too high, so I'd need nothing less than complete focus to pull this off. In fact, out of the hundreds of people who had tried, only a few had managed to turn it on.
Okay, so we can microwave the meat dogs.
That is the first successful microwaving of an actual food item.
So you haven't successfully put food in there yet?
No.
That was the first one.
Your meat dogs. The inaugural food item.
The first food in the world microwaved with someone's mind. All for you, Alan.
And now you have to give it to
We have to give it to him.
There's too much writing in this.
The stakes had just been massively raised. This was no longer just a regular bag of hot dogs. I needed to get these hot dogs to Alan Pan. At this point, the event was almost over, and we were running out of time, but we still had one more option.
Yeah, we heard there's like a door they keep coming out of.
Yeah, that is the door.
Right there,
That is
where they're
the door.
standing. Okay, so we just camp here.
Just wait, right there.
We're kind of down to the last straw here. We've been looking all day. We still cannot locate our special delivery, and we're out here in front of this black curtain where they go right before the panels, and we're just hoping we can catch sight of him to deliver the meat dogs. It's our last chance. We're coming into the last hour of the event here. It's getting pretty sketchy, but I think we can pull this off.
By the time we made it there, we had missed him, and Alan Pan was already on stage at the panel. We were so close, yet separated by a huge audience. Then the panel ended, and we didn't see Alan Pan coming the way we expected him to. He must have taken an alternative route. The event was technically over now, and the situation was looking pretty bleak. But I decided to take one last lucky chance and look over at a booth where I had seen William Osman signing posters. There was a chance that Alan Pan had snuck over there while we were trying to catch his exit from the panel.
So our final resort, we are within minutes of the convention closing, is finding Alan Pan at the signing booth. We don't even see him there, but it's the closest thing we've got. We see William Osman, we see the backyard scientists. They're the closest links we have to Alan Pan, even if he's not here. It's our last chance. All we can do is hope to wait in this line for a signature, which is luck.
As I was about to lose hope, I spotted Alan Pan through the crowd.
We see him, he just showed up. The man himself, the big man, Alan Pan, he's here. We're on the right track. If we can't do this here, I don't think we'll ever be able to pull this off.
This was it. Now it was just a matter of skillfully maneuvering my way through the horde of fans flocking to the booth. As I got closer to Alan Pan, the importance of this moment started to weigh on me. My hands were trembling. My heart was racing. If these hot dogs got into the wrong hands, who knew what kind of terrible havoc could be unleashed?
We have been on a quest for you all day, since Friday.
I know, I have not been able to make it downstairs at all.
Finally, the moment of truth arrived. I approached Alan Pan and handed him the hot dogs.
You wanted Joe's Meat Dogs.
Yes.
We brought you Joe's Meat Dogs. We worked so hard. We're finally here.
Wow. That is room temperature. That is fantastic.
Can we take a picture?
Thank you so much.
Can we take a picture with Joe's Meat Dogs?
I've done a lot of incredible things in my life. I've won an international robotics competition. I have literally climbed mountains. And yet in this moment, I felt more on top of the world than I ever have before. I was exhausted. I was beat. I was battered. But the quest was complete. But as I sat there, contemplating my victory, I realized that maybe it wasn't about the hot dogs themselves, so much as it was about what the hot dogs did for me. The friends I made along the way. All the people whose lives were changed by something so strange and unassuming as a bag of hot dogs. I realized that by stepping out of my comfort zone, I made memories that I'll cherish for the rest of my life. But most importantly, I didn't need a bag of hot dogs to do any of it. I don't need a bag of hot dogs to go up to someone and say hi and ask how they're doing. I didn't need a bag of hot dogs to make all those friends. I didn't need a bag of hot dogs to meet and share a crazy experience with one of my idols. All any of us really need is a little confidence in ourselves, and we can accomplish anything. Thanks for watching. But there was someone else I met at that exhibitor party, and now I just had to do it all over again with Michael Reeves.